Greetings, people of the interwebs. We are here tonight to do something a bit different.
A little special, right?
Yeah, we're going to review a short film submitted to us by fellow YouTuber, fellow short filmmaker, Adam Corraliza. It's called The Pleasure of Malice. And we're going to dive on into first impressions in a second. But I'm going to be honest with you. When we were approached to do this, I didn't think that this would be any good because I've seen a lot of bad films, short films, just going to a film school.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. It's not bad. It's actually quite good.
Yep, I think it's better than anything I've ever been a part of or ever watched in school. And I was honestly surprised. Like, the first time we heard about it, I watched a minute or two and was like, yeah, we should watch it. But in that first minute, I was like, oh no, I don't think I like it. And then it flips its head, and it's amazing for the last bits.
Yeah, there are a lot of things I like about it. First thing that I can probably say is the acting is well done. Great job by the main character. He really is unsettling, and I don't know, he just seems like a nice guy that's just out of his mind, and it works.
It's unsettling in that kind of believable way where you're like, some stranger on the street could be, like, you believe that he's bad.
Yeah, like, he's weird, but at the same time, he seems like a nice guy outside of the killing part. Also, I like how it was shot. I know you took some flack for this in your comments, but I don't know what else to say. I mean, that's how that's like, this film is a found footage thing. That's how they're shot.
Yeah.
These people aren't supposed to be filmmakers. They're just average Joes with a camera.
If you're holding a camera at somebody and then you go to swing at them or something, it's not going to stay stable. If you go to kick them, it doesn't stay stable. It's well done.
It's not going to be like a regular film. So, like, when you're watching a found footage, you've just got to accept that.
And even if you're making that argument, like, oh, I don't like how it's jarring, it's not even that bad.
No.
Like, there's a few moments where, like, the camera turns upside down, but you're like, in your head, you can keep the perspective and you know what's happening.
It's not going to cause motion sickness or anything like that. I also thought it was well written. The dialogue was, I didn't have too many issues with the dialogue. I thought it was well done.
There's only a few moments, like, I don't use the word stacked to mean busy, but I mean, maybe I'm not cultured enough. Maybe that's a thing somewhere.
You swine. You also, I know you particularly liked a certain scene, the shirtless.
Yeah, so when he's, he's gone over his tool belt and what he's got, he's just sitting there shirtless, whistling and playing with his tools, and, like, it's deeply unsettling. Like, you're like, oh no, I don't want to see this, but this is a man getting ready to kill, and he's not at all bothered by it.
It's like he's going to work.
Yeah.
It's just so natural, and I think that was a nice scene to have. I also like all the scenes with the rat. I think best actor goes to the rat.
He'll get a little Oscar.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So overall it was good, and let's dive on into the negative, and let me preface this by saying it's mostly nitpick.
Yeah, honestly, it's good enough that, like, we're going to be like, okay, here's, like, teeny things to worry about.
Yeah, the first thing is just that the description says it's like his transformation into a serial killer. I would say that at the beginning of the film, he's already kind of, like, in that zone. Like, he's not a normal person at the beginning of the film.
The impression we get is that, like, either he's practiced this or he's been kind of raised for this to be normal to him. Yeah, and that's why he's like.
I just thought, like, reading the description, it was like, oh, so he's going to be normal and then he's going to transform.
Yeah.
Like,
so the log line might not necessarily.
Yeah, but it's not too important. And then also, I know there's some debate about this in his comments, but I also don't really understand the black and white. I don't think that it does anything for the film. It's not a big issue. It doesn't really bother me, but I just think it could have been in color.
Yeah, I think, as the film went on, I could kind of, we read comments before going in, but as the film went on, I could kind of see why there was more black and white. Less so for, like, just the world being different for him. It's more so for, like, just on a visual sake, it's more practical.
It's probably just, like, the blood scene. Maybe he didn't have
blood scene. Probably the rat also. Like, nailing the rat out of the hat would have looked a lot different, I'd say. So I think in terms of making it a more complete movie with less issues, it does actually cover up some flaws.
Again, I don't think it doesn't put it it's not really a big thing. Yeah, it's just, it would have been all right in color.
Somebody was like, this is 2018. Why am I watching black and white?
This ain't 1940. Yeah, so not a big deal there. I do think that the murder scene was a bit too drawn out. That was the first time in the film where I thought the pacing was a bit off. I think it just lingered too much on that specific scene. What do you think?
Yeah, kind of the whole time, like, in the beginning of the movie, you're like, okay, I'm starting to get a little a little bit bored, and then he kills the rat, and you're like, okay, now this is getting weird, and it gets better as you go into the murder. But then, like, once she gets cut, and it keeps going, you're like, okay, I would have liked to see this. I loved that he kept hitting her after she got cut, but yeah, I was like trying to figure out what the conclusion of this would be, and I was just really wanting to find out when it would end.
Yeah, and I would also have cut the last scene. I think a great ending would have been as he's like, Happy New Year's, Mom, and he kisses the camera. If you had just gone to credits right there, I would have been impressed. Like, I think that would have been the perfect part to end it.
Yeah.
Again, it's not a huge deal that's not how it ended. It doesn't ruin the movie for me or anything.
Not at all.
But I would have ended it at the Happy New Year's.
Yeah, and
one.
it would have kind of cut out another scene where he's like, I love you, Mom, I miss you, or like, I'm gonna make you proud. It's like, that's important, and but a 17-minute movie, you kind of go over that a little bit too much. So maybe we could get deeper into backstory, but I'm curious enough to learn more about the characters. So,
yeah, so overall, a great movie. I liked it for a
big
short
surprise.
Film. Found footage. It worked. It was a good watch. I would recommend it. If you haven't seen it, the link will be in the description. Definitely check it out. All 33 of our subscribers. But
Get to it, boys.
yeah, we're happy to do this. If anybody else wants us to review their short film, we will certainly take a look at it. That's going to do it for us. We had a great time watching The Pleasure of Malice. Good job, Adam. Well done.
Yep. Good acting to the rat, too.
Keep at it. Keep making stuff. And if you make another one, send it to us, and we will definitely check it out for you.
All right.
So that's going to do it for the video. If you liked it, leave a like. Go check out his, leave a like. And we'll see you on the other side.
Bye, guys.
See ya.